Lingportal Online School presents
Gerund, the verb-mutant of English grammar. Welcome to Lingportal. Today we're talking about a verb-mutant. Yes, a tiny grammar creature that changes shape and becomes something new. It's still a verb, but it starts acting like a noun. That's right, it's the gerund. The friendliest little grammar mutant in English. Let's explore it together. What is a gerund? So, what exactly is a gerund? A gerund is a verb that has changed its form and turned into a noun. It always ends in ing, and it names an activity or an idea, instead of showing an action. Think of it as a verb mutant. Yes, a word that started life as a verb but now behaves like a noun. Let's look at some examples. Reading helps me relax. Swimming is good for your health. Here, reading and swimming are not actions you're doing. They're things you're talking about. That's the magic of the verb mutant, the gerund. What is the function of a gerund? How can we identify it in a sentence? Now, what does a gerund actually do in a sentence? Good question. Let's see. A gerund can play several roles. As the subject, for example, traveling makes me happy. As the object, I love traveling. As the complement, my hobby is traveling. Here, traveling isn't something you do. It tells us what your hobby is. That's why it's called a complement, not an object. And here's how you can recognize a gerund in a sentence. Try replacing the ing word with a noun. If the sentence still makes sense, that word is a gerund. For example, I like swimming. Is swimming a gerund? Let's check. Replace swimming with a noun, like music. I like music. It still makes sense, so swimming and music both work like things, not actions. Gerunds versus the present participle. Now, let's look at something that often confuses learners. Both gerunds and present participles end in ing, but they do different jobs. Let's look at what each of them does. A gerund acts like a noun. Dancing is fun. A present participle acts like a verb or adjective. The dancing girl smiled. So remember, gerund names an activity. Participle describes an action. Simple, isn't it? Rules. All right, now let's talk about the rules. Don't worry, they're short, clear, and easy to remember. And after each rule, you'll hear 2 examples to help them stay in your memory. Rule 1. After prepositions, use a gerund. She's interested in learning English. Thank you for helping me. Rule 2. After certain verbs, use a gerund. Common ones are enjoy, like, love, hate, stop, avoid, suggest. I enjoy cooking at weekends. He suggested meeting later. Rule 3. A gerund can be a subject or an object. Reading helps me sleep. I love reading before bed. Rule 4. Some expressions always take a gerund. Look forward to meeting you. Be good at singing. Easy, right? These patterns never change, and once you learn them, you'll start noticing them everywhere. Mini-test. What is it? Now let's make it practical. Choose the correct answer. Is it a gerund, an infinitive, or a present participle? I enjoy cooking at weekends. He wants to travel more this year. Thank you for helping me today. The boy running in the park is my brother. We decided to buy a new house. Final reminder. If the word ends in ing and acts like a thing, it's a gerund. If it shows an ongoing action or description, it's a participle. If it starts with to plus verb, it's an infinitive. So, now you know what a gerund is. A little verb mutant that turns an action into an idea. It helps you describe your life, your habits, and your emotions in a natural, fluent way. Try to notice gerunds in films, in songs, and even in your own thoughts. The more you notice them, the more fluent and confident your English will become. Keep learning, keep noticing, and keep growing, quietly, beautifully, and with meaning, with Lingportal.